Here we are at Whitehall now, Chef. It's only been a few months, really. It seems like forever because I constantly keep seeing people's posts about the restaurant and most specifically about the cheese souffle. You're going to tell us a little bit about it, but first, let's talk about those first few months. How's things been going?
I mean, great. Obviously, it's an adjustment period, being in a different city, different suppliers, and different people.
Right.
But no, I mean, I couldn't have been welcomed more. The restaurant's busy, so no, things are all going well.
And we should say welcomed back.
Yes.
Because you were here, then you were back in the UK, and now you're back here again.
Correct, yeah.
What brought you back to Calgary?
I've a great friend base here.
Yes.
Like really good guys who I've kind of trained back in the catch days back in
Right.
2000.
Yes.
So, you know, I've got good relationships here, so it made it a lot easier for me to come back and kind of, you know, get stuck in, but have knowledge of where to get stuff from.
Right.
It makes it a lot easier for me.
Right. What about the food scene in Calgary? What was it about?
It's changed.
Really?
It's changed now.
Yes.
You know, back in the day it was Stephen Avenue.
Yeah.
It was very much, there was nothing on 17th.
Right.
17th is where you went clubbing.
Yes.
But now, you know, I've come back, I walked down 17th. I think the first day I got here, I got off the plane, drove down there, and it was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So, you know, and it's got a great vibe to it, right? It's
Right.
nice kind of walking area. So that's changed. The food scene's changed. There's a lot more people who know about food, there's a lot more bloggers, people who write about it.
Right.
So that's lifting it all. So again, that brings more attention, better chefs hopefully, you know, and it's a great kind of place where people work together. The chefs work together. They're not against each other.
Right.
So I think that makes a big difference as well being here.
Well, you're lucky because I'm here to help you today too. I'm here to work with
know.
you today.
I'm looking forward to this.
When we talk about the cheese souffle, it's tell us about it. Where did the idea come from?
I mean, this is like really traditional. It's a very classical dish, and it's something I just have on the menu all the time because I think it's just a great talking point. It's extremely simple,
Okay.
but there's a technique to making it, obviously. And this is in its kind of second form, so we've
Okay.
actually made the souffle.
Okay.
But this is a twice baked souffle, so the second stage of it is where we add the specific cheese and kind of like a Calvados cream that we pour on top.
Okay.
And then stick it in the oven.
Cheese and cream. So
Doesn't get any better
You
than
had
that.
me at the start of that. Now,
Exactly.
so what is in this one that's already been baked?
Okay, so in this is basic souffle base.
Okay.
So you make a roux, butter,
Flour.
yeah, and then I just add milk, add the cheese off the heat, fondue, egg yolks, and then just bind it with egg whites.
It's no
So
big
it's-
deal.
no, it's just simple. It's simple,
Very
really.
simple. Okay, what are we adding to it now?
Okay, so what
Show
we're going
us
to
the
do,
way.
we've made the souffle because every time if I'm going to do this souffle, it depends where you are, what country you're in, you know, and your surroundings basically.
Okay.
So we kind of look for the similar cheese that we know that works, that's going to create a fondue
Okay.
and have that great taste.
Yes.
But also the texture is important.
Yes.
So we found a cheese from Quebec called 1608,
Okay.
and it just kind of gives a very similar feel to a raclette, but it's very obviously, I don't know, you know, it's got its roots in Quebec, which is important for me for it to be a Canadian cheese for one.
Right. Okay.
So it lends itself well to the procedure, and obviously a souffle like this is very much European, very much French based.
Right.
So-
Okay.
So simply, just you have to pour a lot of cheese on. You know, this is
The more
don't-
cheese, the better.
Yeah, this is not a diet dish, and it's important to get the cheese around as well. So what's going to happen is when we pour the cream on, it'll create a flooding base, but
Okay.
that'll gratinate, and that's just going to create a really nice dipping sauce.
Gratinate.
It's a posh word, isn't it?
That is.
Right.
I just learned a new word. I'm going to use that as much as I can.
So in here, seasoned cream, so just salt, pepper, cream, and then we've put some Calvados.
Okay.
Again, you can jazz this up, Canadian it, bourbon, you know, just
Whiskey.
exactly.
Okay.
So stampede time, we'll be throwing all that in there.
Okay.
And then simply just cover the whole thing,
Wow.
and it goes in the oven,
Just like that.
just like that.
Okay. And how long is that going to be in
That's
there?
going to be in there for about 11 minutes,
11 minutes. Okay.
just to give it enough time to work its magic.
Just enough time to get extra hungry for it.
Yeah.
Okay. 11 minutes. Let's see how long that takes. Oh my goodness. Look at the bubbly goodness.
Yeah.
How long you got to wait for that to cool down before you
Well,
get
I
in
mean,
there?
you know, you give it a couple of minutes, basically, just so the sauce can settle down, the cheese can kind of amalgamate. That's
Okay.
another good word.
Ooh, I've heard that
Delicious
one
dish.
before.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's very, very light.
It's very gratinized.
Exactly. I mean, you know, most people like to dip bread and, you know, share stories over it.
Yeah. Does you ever have anyone just ask for like a spoon or a straw? That's might be how I would like to
Actually,
tackle
that's
it.
not a bad idea. I haven't thought about that.
Yeah. How about a bread straw?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's invent something like that. That looks amazing. We're going to be back with more Go after this with Chef Neil McCue, who is also nominated for Foodie of the Year, thanks to Western Living. So we'll talk a little bit more about that, and we'll maybe talk about some dessert, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, stick with us. We'll be right back with more on Go from here at Whitehall.